The subtle signs your marriage may end in divorce so you can interrupt it before it gets to be too late. For the best marriage, relationship, and parenting advice, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications so you will get informed of new episodes on Tuesday and Thursday. Divorce is painful and expensive, often leaving families in trauma and drama with the baby mama. Sorry, I couldn't resist the rhyme. I'm sorry. I'm serious though. Divorce is very painful, and sometimes it can be avoided when we start to notice the subtle signs that are being communicated to us. Things are not going in the right direction. Typically, when people think about divorce, they think of the big fights, the yelling, the screaming, somebody's car getting keyed, dramatic storming out. And the truth is, it's not always that way. Sometimes it is the small little things that we miss, this slow flame flickering, and we thought everything was totally fine, and no, it's fine, everything's wonderful, because it's like she doesn't need a thing, and this and that. So we're going to cover a couple of the really subtle signs you want to start paying attention to, because it may be able to save your relationship. So these are what I call the feathers, right? Whenever life is bringing you awareness, it's always a feather, or it's a brick, or you get hit by a freight train. Your choice. And so these are the feather signs that things are dangerous. It's a little touch, a little tease. It's things like, she's good. She's fine. She doesn't need anything from you. She doesn't ask anything of you or from you, and doesn't ask about or do anything for you. You do you, I'll do me. And she's constantly taking things away. She's not allowing you to be her protector or to be her provider. You see the problem there, right? Because masculine, we love to protect and we love to provide. When she needs none of that from you or asks any of it of you, she's being her own protector, her own provider, or somebody or something else is meeting those needs. So that's a sign when she's not allowing you to show up. So we got to figure out what you could do different. Now you might be thinking, brah, I got like a strong woman. She's like independent. She's like fierce. I respect that, and that's totally a possible thing. I'm not arguing with that. So it's not one data point that makes a trend line. It's we're looking for lots of these things coming together and going, uh-oh. So number 2 would be, what about your intimate life? What's the passion? What's the heat? Is there any, or is it a flat line? Because my friends, the only time in your life anything is going to be a flat line is when it's dead. Life is this. It's movement, positive and negative, but life is movement. It's this. Now, you could have an amazing relationship that's going this way, and it's an increase, month over month, year over year. But if it's a flat line in multiple areas, she doesn't let you protect and provide. Your intimacy is basically dust, and it's two ships passing the night, and we're very great roommates, and you've got your things, and I've got my things, and it's very economical and very efficient, and it's... Again, she could be somebody living in her head or living in her masculine, but 2 data points. That's what we got to pay attention to, is where's this trend line pointing? Which way are we going? We got to figure that out. Our next data point is going to be in your interactions. Does she have a lot of emotion invested? Does she talk about the future and your lives together? Or is there basically just no emotional intensity? There may have been something in the past, and there's just not now. And that's key distinction, because you may be with somebody very much in her head, low affect, autism spectrum, things like that. That's fine, if that's where things started. But if things began somewhere and over time there's been a slow cooling and a slow glacial effect of just ice, and there's no emotional warmth, there's no emotional connection in her communications with you, that's our 3rd data point. And most guys won't pick up because, no, she's fine, it's good, she said it was fine, it's great, we're doing great. She said it's fine. Next one is going to be that she does whatever she can to not relate with you. It just seems so convenient that, oh, her sister needs something, her girlfriend needs something, she has to stay late for work, oh, she has to get up early for a project, and just anything she can do to just not be around you very much. Maybe quality time is not one of her love languages, or she's trying to avoid you and be polite about it because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. But she may be, trend line, she's getting ready to leave. So that's another one of those signs. It's like, oh, I now have 4 or 5 data points to look at and go, how do these line up? That's what we want to pay attention to, is the trend line and the direction. Okay? Fundamentally, it comes down to you're not meeting her needs. She's getting them met through other vehicles, other ways, other places. That opens the door to other people. So cheating rarely happens in a vacuum. It's most often unmet needs that are still within the person. So before we get to that bridge and, cheating and all that kind of stuff, you want to start looking at just the energetic connection between the two of you. Are you both planting seeds? Are you talking about a shared future that she has emotional energy in? Is she invested with you in a life together? And if those conversations are not happening and she's just like, let's get through the week, let's get through this month, and she's cutting off the future, those are really subtle signs, and you're not going to notice it until a bunch of those stack up, and then it's too late, and you're left wondering, where did this even come from? What happened? How did we get here? I thought everything was fine. And it was fine, but that's not what she actually wanted. She doesn't want things to be equal. She wants passion and energy and vitality. Does this make sense? I would like to invite you to come continue the conversation with me and other parents from around the world in the Win-Win Parenting Group on Facebook. We'd love to have you come in, join some conversations. You can come join us. It's a free group, and we'd love to have you. So link is in the description down below. I'd love for you guys to check out a couple more videos. Is it this way or is it that way?
That way.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and I would love for you to check out a couple more videos on how to improve your marriage and your relationship. And make sure you hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time. Bye.